Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So we starting this new series, No Matrix After Dark. Hey, I'm not gonna be cussing a whole lot, but we got a lot to talk about that we're gonna be talking about at this time that I probably won't really talk about during the day. And let's start out with our desires as men in relation to the Bible and in relation to reality in 2024. I'm gonna be all over the place in this one, but y'all just gotta pay attention. We'll title it later. So a lot of guys be awkward and hesitant because they don't understand that the Most High understands the desires that He gave us. There's a such thing as sexual immorality, but everything that people call sexual immorality is not necessarily sexual immorality. Sexual immorality is you going to bang somebody else's wife. She's committed to somebody in marriage. All these women you could choose from, these lonely women with these cat collections, dogs, anything to pass the time, but they don't got no man. You could choose from all of them. And I told y'all before, me personally, I believe the lonely chick is gonna have better sex than the chick you sharing with other dudes. That's just me. I mean, cause think about it. If you number 3 on her list, she gonna give her all to number 1 and 2. And she gonna give you the scraps. She can probably have a different smell because her pH gonna get threw off by messing with all these dudes. Some of y'all like a stanky vag. There's no Matrix After Dark, y'all. We finna, hey, listen. So people in your family, your friends, I guarantee you people that know me probably be like, man, he done backslid. Ain't no such thing. Me and the Most High are just fine. I just know more now. I know that a lot of the do's and don'ts were added by men. See, I know how to study the scripture. I know how to go to the Most High and ask. The Most High does not care how many wives a man has, as long as he has the time and the resources to have them, man. And even with the resource thing, you're not obligated to one-sidedly take care of these women. They're supposed to help you in whatever way you see fit. So all of this little Christianity, even Muslims, they try to limit how many wives you have. I think it's 4, but there's no limit. The limit is probably wisdom. But if a man can handle more than 4, he can have more than 4. I wouldn't want that many. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a lot of emotion to be trying to deal with 7 women in 2024 and trying to keep up with them and figure out what they doing. No. Because think about it, man. Let's say you had 7 wives or 7 concubines, and one of them step out on you and catch herpes or catch trichomonas. You ain't gonna be wearing no rubber with your concubines or your wives. So you gonna get that from her and you gonna give it to all your wives, all your whole harem gonna have whatever disease that one to step out on you get you. That's too much to deal with. That's too much emotion. And then if you got if let's say she's the one, the other 6 get along, but they don't like her. Man, that's a mess. So the church got it wrong. The church calls everything backsliding. Drinking a beer is not backsliding. If anybody tell you that, just ignore them. I mean, at this point, it don't even entertain it, because it don't make sense for you to try to advocate what you do to other people unless you're a kid and you live with your parents and you grown. The Most High gonna judge you for everything you do. You don't owe none of these people no explanation. You don't. But guys be acting like guys. Hey, listen. Any guys at the sound of my voice, if you've been praying to take for the Most High to take your desire away, take your lust away, stop it. Just stop it. You should never pray that he takes your lust away. You're a human being. If you want to pray anything in relation to that, pray that he will help you to control it and to keep it moral in his sight. What's moral in his sight? Having your own concubine, your own wives, and sticking to them. You can't be out here messing with other dudes' wives and this, that, and the other. We didn't get, and we don't get, 2 million sperm cells a day just for them to rot within us. If you got a wife and she's not having sex with you, you need to put your foot down. You need to tell her that you're not going to keep hearing no. She's not supposed to be telling you no. Go to Corinthians, I think it's chapter 7, and read that to her. If she rejects the word which the Bible all through it. If you want Old Testament, I give you Old Testament. Men shall have rule over you. There you go. So the fact that you have rule over her means that her telling you no, she's going against the Most High. Because the Most High the one that said it out of his own mouth. These women are not supposed to, hey listen, any woman that wants power over a man should stay single and not deal with any man, because she's dealing in Satanism. Only in Satanism, on that side, do women have power over the man that they with. Now, if you had a job and you the supervisor, that's different. I'm talking about in a relationship dynamic, women do not have any power over men, nor are they equal. Any pastor that's saying this co-pastor stuff and saying that they equal, their wife is equal with them, is a Satanist. Because he's over there. That ain't what we teach over here on the Most High side. And these pastors, stop letting these old pastors who wife ain't had sex with them in 20 years govern your wing ding. It's a reason why he got his and you got yours. Yours is yours and his is his. He ain't got no say over what you do with yours. And stop letting preachers tell you what you can do in your bedroom. If you want to eat a butt, eat a butt. Just make sure that they're committed to you as concubines or as wives. You want to lick your wife booty hole? I told y'all there's no matrix after dark. Go right ahead. The marriage bed is undefiled. It's undefiled. The only way it's defiled is if you trying to get in somebody else's marriage bed. Ain't none of that swinging. That's sexual immorality. Swinging is sexual immorality. Adultery is sexual immorality. Having sex without commitment is sexual immorality. It's whoremongering. If you're a man, you being a whoremonger. Especially if you have a woman. I'm finna show you a scenario. If you have a woman that is being prepped for marriage, let's say she's engaged, or let's say she's somebody's concubine, you have sex with her, that's practically just like adultery. So y'all dudes, what I'm noticing about a lot of guys, man, y'all ain't about nothing. Y'all ain't got no morals. Y'all don't have no respect for yourself or for other guys. When you start messing with women that got this man thinking you letting her waste his time. Because if she messing with you and him, she's wasting your time. So you letting her waste your time, and you letting her waste his time by all that, baby, I ain't gonna say nothing. I gotta have you, I ain't gonna mess up your happy home. How is her home happy and she with you? And she lying to the next man. See, what we gotta start doing as men, we gotta start holding these women accountable. If they in a committed relationship with you, like I told you, you need to stalk her a little bit. You need to figure out what she doing, where she going. Sometimes you might have to show up where she at. Catch her, man. And if she ain't doing nothing, that don't mean you stop. Wait a little while, be like, okay, she wasn't doing nothing. I'm gonna wait about 4 weeks, 2 months, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see again. See, be careful with these YouTubers and these preachers that try to obligate you to the wrong women. Man, you should be out here finding out who the woman is for you. I'm gonna show you how you know which one's for you. The one that into you. Like we done been talking about this all week. Been talking about this all week. If she dry, then either she got a health problem or she not into you. Because a woman that's into you is gonna be wet. That vag's gonna be wet. You'll never have a problem. And then look. So when they into you, right, they gonna be wet. You ain't gonna always have to make the first move. It ain't gonna be, all right, hurry up. That's women that's not into you. I told y'all the story about this guy I know that I noticed that he was buying certain things, and I'm like, I said, you know what? I've been criticizing him. I'm gonna leave it alone. Because think about it, if it was you, are you gonna keep going after the woman that's not into you, that's not interested in having sex with you? Or are you gonna wanna have sex with women that wanna do it? See? These women don't take marriage seriously, man. A woman that's married to you, that's not having sex with you, she don't respect y'all marriage. So either you need to divorce her, or you need to get her to accept you having multiple wives, or having a concubine or concubines. If she won't accept it, you tell her, well, if you think you want to be the only one. See, it's impossible for women to be the only one. They don't have enough energy to be the only one. Oh, so you gonna have sex with me 5 times a week? I doubt it. That third time, her stuff gonna be dry and sad. Dry and sad. It's just so many women to choose from out here, man. I'm telling you. People be talking like all the women is in California, New York, and Illinois, Chicago. That is a lie. Like, I see women every day here in this area that I don't know that are attractive. You say, well, or 6 in Milwaukee is, or 10 and 8 in Milwaukee is a 4 in California. That's not always true. That's what you say. But if we got to taking polls, I guarantee you, pause. When I say poll, I mean POLLS. That's a pause moment, y'all. So if we took a poll, like an election poll, we would see that it'd be certain women from every city, every state, that'd be getting high grades in terms of their physicalities. I see them every day. All different shapes, sizes, races, nationalities, ages. And I said, there's no way I'm finna stay with one that ain't into me or one that don't want to do nothing with me. Ain't no way. Hey, listen, you're not gonna be able to use, I'm a prophet. You're not gonna be able to twist the scripture against me. You're not. I'm telling y'all to y'all faces, I ain't going without sex. Now, you can say what you want, but just remember, judge not, lest ye be judged. So if it's something that the Most High is not judging me in a negative fashion in, and you try to judge me, that's what he's talking about. He gonna judge you with the judgment you judge me with, and he gonna judge me with the judgment I judge you with. So if I judge you in a way that's different than the way he judged you, I got problems. I got problems. So when I got to this age, right, I thought, when I was younger, I used to think when I got up in age in my 40s and stuff, that I was gonna lose desire to smash. I ain't lost no desire, and it's weird to seem like my desire is stronger now. I'm telling you, man. Dude, like when you get older and women be coming around you, it's like all of your senses be at full alert. Like you be, she smell good. You be looking at I don't know about y'all, I be looking at their hair. I be looking at how they wear their makeup, if they wear makeup. I be wondering if they got pretty feet or ugly feet. I be wondering if they got hair or shaved all the way. I be having to guard myself. But see, I got control over my mind, so I don't sit and think about that stuff all day. If you thinking about women all day, you unproductive. You should be thinking about how to please God. You should be thinking about how to get your money. It shouldn't be every second. If you thinking about women all day long, I'm talking about consistently, no breakup in your thoughts. Dude, stop worried about what I'm doing and going about your business. That's a girl. What is she doing out here anyway? When I see women out here late at night, I have to think, either you going to work or you just got smashed. Any woman I deal with, if she ain't working like second or third shift and she out of the house at this time, that's gonna be a red flag for me. That's gonna be a red flag if there was one. So the church tries to spin sexual desire to be bad. The God-given sexual desire is heterosexual. Anything outside of that is not God-given, you know? And I'm not putting down no groups. I'm just saying, any sexual desire outside of that between a man and a woman is not God-given. It's not God-given. Now, if you have erection problem, you can't get it up, then either you done got tired of what you getting, she's being lazy, she's not doing her job, or maybe you got some type of health problem. Maybe you need to get your blood vessels opened up. Start eating foods like celery and watermelon. Do some squats. Do some leg lifts. Do some calf ups. Get the blood flowing throughout your whole entire lower body. You know, there's other things. But man, you don't be not enjoying sex, man. Hey, listen. One of the things that messed up our relationship, my relationship, was the sex games. I do not play sex games. Because this is how we need to look at it as men. If I'm going to be married to you and just stick to you exclusively, then you should be giving me more and better sex than I was getting before I started dealing with you. If you getting less sex as a married man, you might want to consider divorce. Now, I know every guy, it's not financially feasible for every guy to get divorced. But man, what you gonna do? You gonna waste your life with her? Not me. I need a chick I can lick her neck, lick this, lick that, do this, do that, and it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine for me to think in these ways. Some of y'all too spiritual for even the Most High. Y'all try to act like y'all more spiritual than God himself. And that's weird. That's weird. But that's one of the reasons why when the church became unrealistic, it's like the more I studied the scripture, the more the church became unrealistic. And it's like I was in there like how a high schooler would feel if he was in a class, a kindergarten class. It'll feel weird, like a weirdo. So a lot of time, and every day, every country, you have people who are claiming to be religious, or because they're religious, and think that it's their duty to police your sexual activities. Sometimes you gotta tell people, like your kids, you a believer, you gotta tell your kids the truth. You can't be out here having sex like anytime you want to, without having that commitment and doing it the way the Most High condones. But a lot of people don't understand the thin line that gets crossed every day in regards to the do's and don'ts of sexuality. Leviticus tells us a lot of the do's and don'ts. Other parts of the Bible tell us a lot of the do's and don'ts. But people, okay, let me give you an example of what people do. Because you're married to this non-sexual woman, people will try to, man, just work it out. No, yeah, I'm going to work it out. I'm going to work out what other women I'm going to have. That's what I'm going to work out. And all of y'all, again, be careful when you judge. See, this is one of the reasons why a lot of Christians be coming up short in areas of their life that they shouldn't be coming up short. Because y'all be judging people the wrong way. Y'all be misjudging people. And you let the turning of the pages of Scripture make you act like you the Most High. We already should know, if you save like you claim, and I'm talking to a lot of people when I say this, I'm talking to just about anybody that's claiming to be saved, then you should already know what I'm talking about. Everything I'm saying, you should already know. People that's not there like they think, what I'm saying is probably going in one ear and right out the other, because it's not what they want to believe. Like, people want to police each other, but the Bible polices all of us. It just has to be in an understanding way, in the way that it's actually whatever the actual truth is. That's what is supposed to police us. Not what your pastor thinks, quote fingers, but what the Bible really teaches. Because what the Bible really teaches is polygyny. What the Bible really teaches is it's okay to have concubine in the sense of relationship. That's what the Bible teaches. What the Bible teaches is man is the head, not women. Ain't no better half. All those little catchphrases y'all be using is unbiblical and satanic. Happy wife, happy life. He didn't create man to make the woman happy. He created the woman to make the man happy. But most of y'all, the only time you happy is when you ain't around that nag. These women, if they would spend more time using their mouth for good, to compliment you or to fulfill you sexually, and not to nag you and to criticize you and insult. See, let me show you something. These women that are insulting and nagging and talking over their husbands, they don't have no wisdom. A lot of women think because they've been going to church for years that they got wisdom. I know how, based on, all I gotta do is see you in action, see how you act, and I'll know if you have wisdom or not. A wise woman ain't gonna have emotional affairs. A wise woman ain't gonna withhold sex from her husband. A wise woman ain't gonna act like she's her husband's boss. That's all the things that dumb women do. That's all the things that women who could care less about what the Most High think. Who cares if you don't drink or smoke? If you married and don't know how to treat your husband, that is a very bad thing. You got women walking around because they choose not to drink, and some of them choose not to gamble and stuff like that. They think they good, but you don't even know how to treat your husband. You're not even subject to him. You do what you want to do. You spend your money how you want to spend it. You have sex with him when you feel like it, and you don't give him your best. These are unwise women. And that's why you don't get hooked on none of them. Do not get hooked on no woman. Be ready and willing to dump any one of them and replace any one of them. Because you can. You can. And don't be letting your wife be all up in them man at that church face. Don't let her punk you like that. You go right up to her in her ear like you doing a lot of talking. And when y'all get back in the car, you tell her, what's the point of you talking to these other men at the church like that? If she raises her voice, if she tries to argue back anytime you correct her, and she's definitely in the wrong, you tell her just like this, you must don't want to be my wife anymore. Stop taking stuff off these women, man. Don't let your love for God become tied hands and tied feet. Don't let your love for God get you tied up by these chicks, man. That's between you and him. See, y'all be getting punked by women because you think you pleasing God and you not. If you letting your wife punk you, you not pleasing God. And this is from the prophet. Let me say this again. Let me say this to you married men that's going to watch this. You guys that's going to be married in the future. You think her telling you what to do, she's not supposed to be telling you what to do. You think you giving in to her. Well, the Bible says submit to one another. That's not talking about relationship. And all you got to, if you don't believe me, just look at the next scripture after that. What it say? He distinguished that particular scripture that says submit one to another from the relationship dynamic by putting the relationship dynamic in the next verse. So that's how you know that submit yourself one to another. You can't, in a kingdom, a king can't submit to the queen. If the king is submitted to the queen, then who's in charge? The queen is supposed to submit to the king. Just like if y'all equals, right? You a man, right? You say y'all equal, then that mean y'all both men then. Get out of here with that, man. Some of y'all wives got big old booties and won't even let you hit it from the back. Won't even let you hit it, period. And you sitting there just taking it. Taking that garbage from her. She trying to save herself for the next man. And some of these dudes, some of these women got little boyfriends on the side to be telling her, don't be having sex with him either. I won't. If he trying to do something, I'm just going to tell him I'm tired. I'm going to tell him I got a headache. You know, this is yours, baby. This pee is yours. And he ain't married to her. He ain't providing for her. She ain't eating because of him. These chicks crazy, man. I'm telling you. Stuff is weird. So, men have to be men. We got to be men again. And we have to understand that some of these guys are simps, they white knights, they little punks. And they gonna try to take these women's side. One thing I can't stand is a dude who start acting different when women come around. I used to beat dudes up over that. I just can't stand that to this day. Like where I work at, every time a woman comes around, them little punks, I can call them punks now, act like they don't gotta listen. Act like they can do whatever they want. And they two-faced it as I don't know what. That's why like if you work in a jail, you should never get off into the subjects. Never. Staff gonna be bad enough, yet alone be into the subjects. But like I told y'all, this is no Matrix After Dark. we gonna talk about some things a little differently at this time. Make sure y'all hitting. Now, why would you wait till the last second to turn? They must be drunk. Make sure y'all hitting the Cash App. Send super thanks. You know, you can send a super thanks. $1, $2, whatever. And I'll look at that like you want me to keep this series going. That'll be your way of telling me you want me to keep this series going. Stop telling the Most High to take away your desire. If your desire is strong, that's a blessing. If you can get a full erection to give these women the business, that is a blessing. Stop praying against that. And stop following these women. They supposed to be following you. This is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to test y'all wife, man. I want you, if y'all laying in the bed, I'm going to give y'all a couple ways I want y'all to test so y'all can see what I'm saying. You laying in the bed, I want you to turn towards your wife, put your arm around her, and take a couple pumps off her butt. If you get some, she might not be that bad. But if she try to stop you or push you away, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Or here's another thing. I want you to put your hand in her panties and see if she'll let you stick your finger in her secret place. If she takes your hand like this and moves it, not good. If she enjoys it and you end up getting the home base, good. But don't have these women moving in with you that you're not married to. Because they not, trust me, man, you ain't gonna get the same level of sex. You ain't. You ain't. And you definitely gonna see a decline after you start having kids. But anyway, this is No Matrix After Dark, episode 1. Stop praying, trying to pray away your sexual desires, man. As you get older, you should be praying that your desires remain strong and that you remain strong and be able to do what you need to do. Take you some zinc. Take some nitric oxide. You gotta get that blood flow going, man. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.